going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game. That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Colts heading out for the first time behind their 22-year-old quarterback in his second season now in the NFL, Anthony Richardson.
And we're talking about an uber-talented young quarterback, finally healthy after suffering a setback a season ago. Obviously, you'd love to have him on the field, but the time away may have been a blessing in disguise in terms of long-term development. And if you ask anyone around the Indianapolis camp, make no mistake about it, they have lofty expectations of this young man, and he is a big, big player in the Colts' future.
Richardson going right to the air. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Richardson to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Richardson. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. Richardson. The toss here completed to Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as he'll get this down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And Michael Pittman had another strong campaign in Indianapolis last season. They saw him set career highs in receptions with 109 and over 1,100 yards. He's extremely valuable to this offense, and they really want to pair him with their young quarterback, Anthony Richardson, and management recognized that by giving him a new contract.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Richardson, shotgun on 3rd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
First and 10, Taylor now. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
And I can't help but chuckle as we look at last year's stats for Aaron Rodgers. 0 for 1, no touchdowns, no interceptions. I can't believe that we're looking at a stat line like that, but remember, he only played 4 plays. The Jets know that will not be a stat line for this year, and they can't wait to see the old numbers replace the ones you're seeing there.
They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Rodgers now to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day, they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Rodgers to throw once more. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 35, here's second down and 1. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this one is that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Second and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, Yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On the option to give to Taylor here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Richardson looking to throw. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Richardson out of the shotgun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Taylor is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line, so if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Richardson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Aaron Rodgers in the offense heading back out. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. Here's Rodgers. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Rodgers going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And again, it's Rodgers. That's caught left side. Ruckert with it. Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Richardson working from the gun. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Richardson to throw. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. New York set to take the field.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
2nd and 5.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, now Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Rodgers to throw once more. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
He'll find Williams on the slant.
Touchdown, Jets!
Mike Williams
from 13 yards out.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the 2nd half.
Zerline now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts going to take over now late in this 1st half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Richardson. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now Richardson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Connecting over the middle with Downs.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Back to the air with Richardson. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
This 2nd and 4. Now it's Richardson. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Richardson looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. That is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The Colts got a strong first half from their quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jets offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, They're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Rodgers now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On play action, Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got it.
And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
23 yards on the play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw this. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Richardson to throw off play action.
Steps away to his left. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
Here's Richardson to throw. And he's got Pierce.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Rodgers.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll give to Hall. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's got this to Williams, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 32 that time.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Rodgers going to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Pierce. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Richardson forced out to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
It was 3rd and long, so he had to figure that the defense would be coming with extra pressure. Found a way to get away. He couldn't see the imaginary yellow line on the field, but he knew exactly where it was and found his way there for a 1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Oh no, he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And able to get this out to the 25. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets. And it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Richardson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They go play action with Richardson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. So after the INT, it's Rodgers being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Richardson working from the gun. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Richardson looking to throw. And going right back to Pittman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's 3rd down at 5. Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now 1st and goal. Now Richardson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like Yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Jets have got it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Hall on a give up the middle. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Hall. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game. But to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This is 1st and 10. Richardson to throw it.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Here's 1st down. Here's Richardson.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Richardson looking to throw it. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now Richardson. To the sideline and incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here's Richardson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better.